Hi Sarah, this will be some final video feedback for you on the web banner. We've got 2 weeks to go, so don't hesitate to reach out, text, or whatever if you have any questions. Sarah, this is what you uploaded to the discussion board, and you have, I think, good ingredients. I'm thinking that there's a little competition, though, among the typography, the logo, and this image. And so you're going to want to have what's called visual hierarchy. So think about what you want the viewer to see first, and then what you want them to see next. And then consider what's maybe less important. In terms of contact information, you probably don't need this much. It's generally assumed that by clicking on the web banner, you'll be taken to a website. I'd like to see you make more of this image, perhaps, extend it. And then I would suggest that you simplify the typography. In terms of movement, I think it's basic. It works well. But again, I think the typography could be cleaned up a little bit. And I'm going to open it in Photoshop next, just to give you some ideas. Sarah, the first thing I noticed is that you use the video timeline editor, which is great. And so I'm not, and the way your file is set up is super too. You've got it in layers. I can turn things on or off, at will. That's great. Now, what I was going to suggest, I may not be able to do it here since I'm not too terribly familiar. But, okay, so first of all, the logo. Consider using the version of the logo that is not in a box, that sits more gracefully here. And then be careful about grouping centered things. And so you have a group of things that are centered here. You have another group that is centered here. This is flush left, rag right. I would suggest that you pick one way of aligning type, either centering it or, I think, to my eye, this is more modern, flush left, ragged right. And so try not to have groups of centered objects. That's just a general, okay, there it is, video group. Okay, so that's all. Wow, it's really nicely organized, though, I have to say. Now, so I don't know if this is locked, but what I was going to suggest, no, I won't be able to do this, is make this quite large. Maybe, I like the asymmetry of this, but I think you could capitalize on this a bit more. Bring it pretty close to the edge. I'm glad that you bled, and this arrow shape does point to the promo. Take a look at other professional advertising, travel and leisure on the web if you can, and think about treating type. Here you have all caps. Here you have upper and lowercase with caps. Just use your eye to clean up your typography. Limit the number of lines, and think about ways that you can have contact information that are discrete. Okay, I'm going to end it here. The movement seems pretty good. I'm glad that you advanced to the timeline editor.